INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Happy 111th anniversary! I'm your host for INCRadio Orange County, California, Sister Regine Catholic from the local congregation of Anaheim, and I have with me here my handsome co-host.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Brother Andrew DeJoss here in our radio studio, and here in our INC radio studio. For this broadcast, we have a very, very special broadcast because we are commemorating and celebrating the 111th anniversary of the church. And here with us today, we have a few special guests. Can we all introduce ourselves?
I'm Brother Julian Sistoso, also from the local congregation of Anaheim.
And I'm Sister Jenica Gutierrez, also from the local of Anaheim.
Yay! So we have Anaheim represented here. And please let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from, your hashtag, your local congregation. We want to see all of your greetings in our chat. So to get started with our broadcast for today, again, our topic is celebrating 111 years of our Almighty God's blessings. And, you know, throughout this entire year so far in 2025, we've had so many activities, and we would like to highlight those. So let's go ahead, and if our Kuya Tex can help us with our slides, let's take a look back at all of these wonderful events that we've had. So What's the first one, Brother Andrew?
In the very beginning of the year, January 11, we had our worldwide baptism in January.
Wow.
It is in the local congregation of Montclair, as you can see. And there are a lot of people.
There are.
That feels so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Honestly, sometimes I'm amazed at how many brethren they really try and squeeze there in the function hall.
This probably wasn't even everyone, too.
I
there
know.
were probably some
No.
brethren in the lobby or outside, but
It's always nice to start off the year with a baptism and I welcome my brethren.
Yes.
Just to
Agreed.
bring the whole district together.
Yes, and I believe we have more pictures of this activity, right? If we can go to our next slide. Right, here we go.
more pictures.
More pictures of our worldwide baptism. And as Sister Jenica mentioned, our our welcome, my brethren.
Yeah. Let us
And-
know in the live chat if
yeah.
you recognize any of these brethren.
Give
if
them
they're
a
from
shout
your
out.
local, your relatives. You
Yes.
know, we would love any of the shout outs that we have for our brethren.
And congratulations to those who were baptized. You know, it really is a blessing to be a member of the Church of Christ,
It
and
is.
now they're celebrating the 111th with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So next activity, we have our Binhi Friendship Day. We have on the top left, I see
From Anaheim.
that's from Brother JB Torres, looking very serious over there in the
What
in that
game
board
is that?
game.
Connect 4.
Oh, Connect
Yes,
4.
Connect
I was going to
4.
say something else. I'm glad I didn't say it. It would have been wrong.
Yeah. This activity, it looks like a pretty nice setup. I believe in Montclair.
In Montclair,
Has
you'll
a
see
lot
a
of-
theme in our district
Yes.
activities.
Yeah, you might recognize those trees there in all of these pictures.
But
Is
it's
that
really
grass? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yes,
Turf.
it's grass. Depends on what type of grass, but it's grass, and you can truly see that the Binhis, all of us, are being edified and more connected in our faith. Not just in this activity, we'll see more activities such as these.
Yeah.
Especially in our next activity. If we can move on to our next slide. This is our Binhi Friendship Day group photo. And then for our next slide. All right, Sister Regine, do you want to
Yeah,
talk
so
about our
the
district
family get together. Whenever our district has, this kind of family get together, I want to say we do it at least once a year, if
Yes.
not
I think
more.
so, if not more.
Yeah, and it's always exciting because you know what to expect, but sometimes the district will change it up with certain things to surprise us. But we can always guarantee that there will always be like good food,
Yes.
entertainment,
Yeah.
and it's just really nice to see the brethren come together in these kind of events. Especially like our brethren who just got baptized, maybe they haven't been to like this kind of activity, right? So I think it's I think this is also a great activity to introduce to those who are not yet members, right? So they see like the camaraderie and the brotherhood and the family that we have here in the church.
Yeah.
Yes, in these photos, I really had so much fun playing table tennis. That was new at our district family get together, and also the food is one of my favorite parts, as you
Yes.
mentioned. So thank
Yeah.
you to all the locals for always preparing refreshments and food for all of us. So
Yes,
it's always so
thank
much
you.
fun.
I loved all the different types of adobo that we had that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
I also, sorry, I just wanted to note, I think this activity, I think it was on a Monday. I think it was a
yes,
holiday.
It was a holiday, but not everyone
Exactly.
had that holiday.
But we still
Oh.
had
Yeah.
really good attendance on that activity. So it goes to show like we had a strong start to the year
Yes.
and kind of build up on that momentum.
I know it was only in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like so long ago. But,
I know.
yes, and just to reiterate, right, like table tennis was a memory. I'm sure it was a memory for us too as district officers in
Very.
assembling that tag board. But we're glad that our sacrifices can make better
Yeah.
memories for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll move on to
Yeah,
the
let's go
group
to the next
photo.
slide.
Any other comments or shout outs?
No. As you can see, I mean, that was our setup for the day. Very uniform across all the locals,
Yes.
right?
It's a very beautiful day too, if you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next district family get together.
And I would like to give a shout out to the multimedia for always taking our photos and making us look so good. I swear, every time we have these kind of large photos with all the brethren in the district, the photos just come out so nice. And I mean, look, you can see it right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you to the district multimedia.
Thank you.
Big shout out to them. And we have different types of activities, right? This activity is a way for the families to get together.
Yeah.
Our next activity is sort of the same way. If we can move on to our next slide, the Kadiwa pickleball tutorial.
I have never played pickleball, so I'm sad I wasn't able to be there.
Yeah, I
Even though I'm not
think
Kadiwa.
I think this is the first time we did a pickleball activity. So it's a very popular sport
Very trending right
nowadays.
now.
So it was really fun to participate and just in the planning process
Yeah.
for all the Kadiwa.
Let's take a look at the next slide with some action shots.
Ooh. Shout out to
Some of our district officers.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So typically, I think pickleball is played on a tennis court. Is that? Oh, the specific
There are
courts.
specific courts, but I
Specific
think you can
courts.
still play on a
But
tennis
we make
court.
it work even in the parking lot, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
What parking lot is this, you might wonder?
Montclair.
Shout out.
Montclair.
Yes,
Montclair.
thank you to Montclair because they have the largest parking lot.
Yes.
Before we move on to our next activity, do you guys want to guess which compound we'll be using?
If I had to take a guess, Brother Andrew, maybe Anaheim?
Or Riverside.
Or Riverside.
Montclair?
Or
Or
Montclair.
Or Corona?
Let's find out in our next slide.
Oh.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
So once again, in the local congregation of Montclair, and it's very similar to our family get-together, right? There's food, there's booths,
Yeah.
but this holds a very different purpose, or same purpose, but in a different way.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Yes.
taking care of the brethren,
Right.
all the members in our care.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says CFO cares, and as you can see, we've had a lot of attendance
Yeah,
for activities such as these.
Yes.
Those banners are
They're nice.
gigantic.
They are.
They're so big. I don't think I've seen banners like that.
You might be able to see on the right side of the CFO Cares banner on the right, you might see a black kind of silhouette. There were some officers holding up the banners
Oh.
because it was windy that day. And the
Oh,
weights,
thank you for your
the
sacrifice.
bases and the weights weren't strong enough
Yeah.
to hold up those big banners. So
That's how you know the CFO truly cares.
They really do.
Yeah.
And actually, I really like the way you kind of mentioned it, Brother Andrew. You said it's the same purpose, but in a different way. And I think that really does kind of exemplify what this activity was. I believe it was the first time in our district having CFO Cares. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
I
had,
think that was like our first time hearing that. Yeah.
I really enjoyed seeing the district come together to bring school supplies
Yeah.
for especially the students and the youth who could really benefit from those equipment.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's take a look at the next slide. I think there are pictures of some of the booths
Oh,
there.
Aw.
so we have care packages, school supplies,
Health services.
Mhm.
Clothing
And clothing
drive.
drive. Yeah.
So
They look so happy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And once again, this was in commemoration of Cat Angelo's birth anniversary.
Right.
So
Yes.
truly, a wonderful activity, and a big thank you to all those who are leading us.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on. Want to guess where where are we headed to?
I'm gonna say
Where-
Next
Anaheim.
slide.
I'm gonna say
Montclair.
Wow.
Well, that is
That-
a beautiful photo.
That's a nice
Mm.
sight to
Mhm.
see there.
It's a sea.
It's a sea.
It is.
A sea of choir members.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goes all the way through the lobby to the function hall.
All the way
to
all
the
the way in the
back.
To
back.
the stage
Yes.
in the
This is
back.
very nice.
Of course, I believe all of us are choir members here on this panel, right? And
Mhm.
it's truly a witness, truly a wonderful experience to witness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we can move on to our next slide, we'll see more photos,
Photos. Yeah.
more action shots. It was a very blessed day.
It really
to
was.
hear all of us
Mhm.
sing in unison
Right.
in our choir special gathering.
Just wanted to add, I know typically when we have our choir special gathering, because there's so many choir members in the district, typically we have it in one of our larger venues that isn't normally a chapel, but it was nice that it was this time around.
In a chapel.
In a
Right, in a
chapel.
chapel.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was just very nice to hear everyone sing
Yeah, together.
Choir day is always one of my favorite activities.
Yes. And I think the message that Kai Hansel had, it was, very inspiring.
Yeah.
It really makes you remember like our purpose as, choir members. So
Mhm. Yeah. Let us know in the live chat if you were able to attend the special gathering. Maybe we were sitting next to you.
Yes.
Some of us were sitting next to you singing along.
my fellow altos.
with our fellow choir members.
Sopranos.
Bass. I'm a bass.
Yeah, the fellow tenors out there.
Yeah. Oh, we're
all the
we're four voices. We can sing for you right now. I'm just kidding.
No. Saving my voice for Pasalamat po.
Yes.
Okay, can we guess where the next activity is?
Ooh, yeah.
No, let's
we
guess.
can guess where the next activity is.
can't
You
even
Where are we
might
remember
not.
what was
traveling
next.
to?
Where are we
District?
traveling
Where are we
to?
going?
Next slide, please.
Oh, I
not
was about
in
to say
Montclair.
I was like, wow, Montclair looks a little different.
It looks a lot
Wow,
bigger.
Montclair has a stage.
It looks so modern.
But no, this is not in the local congregation of Montclair. Although we do love Montclair, and don't worry.
We'll continue
Don't worry,
to
guys.
see.
Not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, guys. This was in the LA Trade Technical College,
Yes.
if I got that correctly.
Yeah.
In May 10.
Yeah. For those who don't know where that school might be, what city was that in, Brother Andrew?
It's in the name, right? LA.
LA.
So Los Angeles. And this was a very, very unique activity.
It was.
Oh,
Do you guys want to explain why it was?
Go ahead.
well, first of all, you can see there it says LAC, OCC, SDC. So it was really nice for, our district to be able to collaborate and work with the other districts. It's been a while since we had
It's been quite a few years.
like an inter-district
Yes.
A long
kind of
time.
event. So it was really nice to, see brethren from the other districts again. Especially for
Yes.
Care for Humanity, we had
Right.
like look at all those care packages that I think are those our ministers. They're getting ready to.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. They're getting ready to hand those out.
Right.
And we have flags, too.
Yes, I enjoyed seeing all the flags
Yeah.
being
Mhm.
waved by all the attendees. And I think my personal favorite highlight from this activity was all the INCRadio satellites from
Yes.
the districts of LAC, OCC, and SDC all come together to produce a
Mhm.
special broadcast.
Yes, our hosts for that day, they did a really great job.
Yeah.
Yes, and we want to give a special shout out to one of our hosts here who was going all around the venue.
Oh, I was.
Yes,
Yeah.
Going-
you were.
Going around like all the booths.
And our Kuya techs here in the studio, they did a really great job that day
Yes.
too. We could not have done it without them.
All right. moving on. Where are we going?
Going back home.
Going back home. Next
Are we
slide.
staying in
Going right
LAC?
back.
Are we staying in LAC?
Yeah.
Back to Montclair.
I mean,
Yes.
Care for Humanity,
Yes.
but back to
Yes.
Wow, it looks so much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just as a, to preface, our previous activity, the May 10th activity, was in commemoration of our last messenger's birth anniversary, right? Kay Felix Manalo.
Yes.
For this one, it was a Care for Humanity. It was an EVM. It was also a history fair. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
This activity was definitely historical for our district.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very. I mean, look at this picture alone. Shows a lot of brethren and guests, especially, right?
Yeah, you can tell because like the drone had to be like higher up
Yeah.
compared to the other photos. And just to
Yes.
give you guys like a brief perspective, I was like all the way on the right. I'm not on the
I
picture.
know where you were, brother.
Brother Julian and I were all the way on the right. We were trying to corral all the brethren to go inside. So this is just a portion of
Yeah.
the people you can
It wasn't
see.
everyone.
It wasn't
too,
everyone.
So
What was your highlight from this activity?
What was the highlight? I think just like the logistics of everything, seeing
you,
it
you
all
took the
come
words
together.
right out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I heard like even I think the orderliness in terms of like preparing for the event, right? The registration piece and really catering to like guests who were
Yes.
in attendance for that day as well. I think it was very well like organized
Mhm.
because it's I mean, we have like 3 things happening in one day,
right.
So to the district officers, like amazing job.
Yes, I loved the history fair, getting the opportunity to see the different photos throughout the history of all the locals in
Yeah,
our
every
district.
local. Very
It was nice to see how much the church has grown and how much our district has grown throughout the years through this photo gallery.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was very a unique activity, right? We
Yeah.
haven't
Yes.
had
first.
something like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah,
First of its
exactly.
kind.
And the way that it was done too, very unique to kind of present that. I'm Brother Andrew. I mean, I think I believe you were helping
Yeah.
lead this portion of it. I mean, what was that like for you?
So it was definitely an experience, right? But I think you could truly just see like the history, but also at the same time history being made.
Right. Right.
Wow.
So it
Yes.
was
History in the making.
right. So it's fun to see like, hey, we're having like all of these activities.
Right.
Mhm.
So in a sense that we're taking a look back, but also we're we're still doing the work. We're still making more activities and
Still going
participating.
forward. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to mention for our Care for Humanity? Here are more photos.
I really enjoyed just seeing all the attendees of different ages participate, especially since we were giving care packages to the elderly or our
Right.
senior fellowmen. So it was nice to give back to the community in that way.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very, very.
Very, very nice. Well, we're gonna, if you're a district officer, you're gonna sleep really good because the following day, the next morning, we have our
Track and
Unity
field.
games, track and
Unity
field,
games.
And board games.
And it was like it's been a while since we held a track and
Track and
field
field, yeah.
event too.
So you can just see, you can't even like read all of the locals because it was so wide and a lot of brethren, right?
I was.
So here are our spectators cheering on. They're literally jumping on the fence trying to cheer their local congregations on.
I see Brother Andrew right there. we were cheering you on.
And I love seeing the CWS. when they run.
Yes.
It's so
Yeah,
cute.
my favorite seeing
That's the
seeing
best
them
right there.
participate in friendly competition.
Mhm.
And we have the board games too. I mean, it was also set up for plenty of different board games: chess, checkers, darts, just to name a few. So
Oh yes, I would like to give a shout out to my
your
dad.
dad, yeah,
He won.
won chess.
He won for
Congratulations,
chess.
Paul.
Congratulations,
Good job, Dad. I'm very proud of you.
Very proud.
Maybe next time you can teach me.
Shout out po kay Reggie De Leon. So we mentioned the kids, right? The kids were definitely, a very big part of our track and field. A lot of people, we were all cheering on for them. For this next activity, it is the same way. Next slide. It is our
Aw.
district Tagisan ng Talino.
Where was this at,
Yes.
Brother Andrew?
Oh.
Where did we travel to
Where did
once
we travel
again?
to?
Mm.
So this is in the local of Montclair. If you haven't figured
Dear
it out
to the
already.
local of Montclair.
Is that picture on the top left? Is that the winner?
Yes.
She was on our
Yeah,
broadcast.
we just
Yes.
had the
So-
winner on our
So
broadcast.
Sister Charchelle and her family were on the broadcast,
That's
and we
right.
were
From
able.
Corona.
Sister.
Yeah. So
Just a couple weeks ago, right?
yeah. So this was in June 29. And you can see, the trophies, how we ran the activity with our proctors. So shout out to all of our CWS officers and teachers.
Aw, I love CWS.
Yes.
And then last but not least, combining all of these together. Here's our group photo. And then last but not least, for our final activity, combining all of the CFO together, right? A CFO special gathering. We can't forget to emphasize the importance
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
the CFO,
Mhm.
as we've mentioned, as we've highlighted throughout all of our activities, from the Binhi to the Kadiwa to the CWS and to the Buklod. It's very fitting that for our last activity, it is our CFO special gathering and oath taking.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's our last activity for now. But
Mhm.
Yes.
as you mentioned, Brother Andrew, history is continuing to be made in our district. as
Yes.
We have many more activities lined up for the year.
Definitely. I want to give a shout out to my brothers in that picture, Brother Eddie, Brother Nate, Brother Addison, right there early in the front row
Wow.
taking oath. Shout out to them. There were a lot of officers that
Congratulations,
Yes.
oath that day. Yeah.
All right. So that is it for our slideshows.
Wow.
Slideshow rather, and don't worry, we'll still be in the topic of discussion of discussing these activities, right? So I believe we have a set of questions.
We do. So, there were so many. I don't even know the number anymore that we went through. But
Yeah.
of the activities we've held so far, which one was the most memorable for you? Brother Julian.
Oh wow. Okay. There were a lot of. This year we did a lot of new activities. Right. We had pickleball. The CFO cares, that was new. We also had the Kadiwa Model Kit Showcase, which was also on the 25th,
Yes.
part of the EVM, Care for Humanity, and the History Fair.
Mhm.
So a lot of new things that our district has done. I will say I do think that weekend of May 25, 26, I might be stealing some answers here.
Yeah.
The weekend
that's
we
my
had
answer.
the Care for Humanity on the 25th, and then the next day, Unity Games, track and field, and board games. I mean, the proof was in the pictures of how many brethren supported, attended, participated in these new activities. A lot of brethren really looked forward to track and field in particular. We haven't done that in our district. So a
Right.
lot of new faces, right? A lot of new, very passionate faces,
Yes.
but new
Yeah.
new faces nonetheless. That experience in itself of having, a long weekend ahead of you, it's something that you can't remember. I mean, you can't forget. Sorry. Something that you can't forget. It's something that I remember, and it was definitely very historical, like Sister Jenica said, to see and to work with your fellow officers, to put together these types of events. Those are the experiences that really make it worthwhile for
Right.
sure.
Sister Jenica?
Yes. I would agree with everything that Brother Julian had mentioned. We had a lot of first-time activities here in our district this year so far. So it's been nice to see different faces and activities that cater to the interests of the brethren, especially nowadays. And I think my favorite activity would be our Care for Humanity with LAC and SDC, as well as OCC.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just nice to see all the brethren and our friends and family from those districts as well.
Yeah, I have to agree. That was my favorite one, or my most memorable one, I should say,
Yeah.
for the
Yes.
year so far, just because I was able to see my brother and
Yeah.
my sister-in-law. Shout out to Kajan De Leon and Kajamil De Leon, and family in LAC. So it was really nice to see them, and I just love it when the districts come together.
Yeah.
Me
You know,
too.
It doesn't happen
It doesn't
often.
happen.
It
so
doesn't.
It's nice when it does.
It feels very grand
Yeah.
when the
Yes.
districts all come together like that. What about you, Brother Andrew?
Yeah, I would have to agree with Brother Julian, and I kind of just want to give you guys like a little bit of perspective. I was on the May 26th, the Unity Games. I was standing next to Brother Jay. Shout out to our district Kadeo president, and we were just looking at the parade of colors, and we were just like, we were just mesmerized because. We just had a long day the previous day, that Sunday.
Not even
And-
12 hours earlier.
Right. And then to see so many people come for an activity, right, that they could have been spending it with their own family. They could have been, doing their own things, right? And then I was talking to like Victorville and Palm Springs to see that they've traveled so far, back to these back-to-back activities. It truly like warms my heart.
Yeah.
And it shows that like we have a lot of activities, but also we care, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I just want to add on the topic of the Unity Games. Little special shout out to Brother Andrew. He was the winner for the 2,000-meter race. First place for Brother Andrew.
No, unfortunately, there was no 2,000-meter race. I ran an extra lap, unfortunately.
He was just very excited to be there.
Yes. For our next question, I know both of our favorite activities or memorable moments were the Care for Humanity at LAC, at the LA Trade Technical College, and also the EVM, right, the May 25. And both of those, they had something in common. It was continuing the works of propagation.
Yeah.
So for our next question, why is it important for us that we help in the work of propagation?
I think the answer it's very simple. In kind of the name of the activity, it's because we care. We care about not just our own faith, but also the well-being of our loved ones, our friends, those in our community. Us just being genuine of showing that love and concern for them. I think that's the answer in itself of why we do what we can. We do our part to share our faith, and even through means like this with our INCRadio broadcasts, it can be used as a form of propagation. I mean, we're broadcasting our faith. So aside from just those grand events, there really are so many ways to continue supporting the work of propagation.
Yes, I feel like every year we have become all the more intentional with the amount of love and care that we want to show to our brothers and sisters and also our fellow men in the community. I think with the way that the world is evolving, we are all the more trying to reach out to those who are loved ones and invite them into the church that way.
Yeah.
So I'm really loving our activities where we're giving back in the best way that we can.
Yes, and I think that when our family or friends who are not yet members of the church, we invite them to these kind of events. Especially when I think it's a really great way to introduce them to the church. And so they see like who we are and the fellowship and the love we have in the brotherhood that we have. Which brings us to our last question. All of these activities, me personally, it does strengthen my faith.
Yes.
Especially, like, what you mentioned, Sister Jenica, the world is evolving. It's not getting any better. So to turn to these activities where you see our brethren, your friends, new friends, old friends,
Yeah.
That you can have those relationships with, and it's a really great tool for us to come together and to just have those bonds.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brother Andrew?
I agree. All of these activities, they have something in common, right? It is to really edify the faith of ourselves, but also to edify the faith of us
Yeah.
as a collective. And it's really nice to see that we do not ever waver in that sense, whether it be, propagating to your friends and loved ones, or inviting our friends here in the church, right? It is always in the same way we care, and especially now, we know we want to continue to echo, like, the world is evolving, it is different every day. But in these activities that we just mentioned to you guys, it's a place for us to have hope
Yeah.
and
Yes.
to
Yes.
continue to believe, right, that, we are members of the Church of Christ, and that, we have something that no one else has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating 111 years, so we have so much to be thankful for as, members of the Church of Christ, and the activities that we have yet to, have, is going to make this 111 all the more special. And I know I think in our next segment we have brethren who have greetings for us, so maybe we can go ahead and do a
Yes.
playback, Brother Andrew.
So it isn't just us, right, that are looking back, this year alone in the many activities that we did, but also our brethren all over the district as well, who is sending their video greetings. So we can go ahead and play that video.
To all the brethren around the world, from Orange County, California District, we greet you a happy 111th anniversary.
Happy 111th anniversary.
Wow, those greetings were so nice.
Yeah, it was.
And I know that, we are celebrating, the 111th anniversary, and we have showcased many different activities. But as Sister Regine mentioned, there is more to come.
Yes, we're
Um,
still celebrating all
is.
year.
Yes, and the local congregation of Montclair will continue to be featured.
We'll see you
Don't
guys
worry.
there.
Don't worry.
Tune
So
in
you
for
guys
our-
know where to find
for
us.
our year ends recap.
So for our upcoming activities, we have our evangelical mission within our respective local congregations. We also have our July 26 slash 27 FYM Foundation Blood Donation Drive. And also we have our August 22 to 25 International Kadiwa Meet and Greet. And of course, as we've mentioned before, these are all activities that will edify our faith and strengthen us, right? And then now I'll pass the floor to Sister Regine for our greetings.
Yes. So, well, just before we get to that, I'm very excited for these upcoming activities, Brother
too.
Andrew. First
Yeah.
of all, this blood donation drive. I've experienced both sides of the spectrum, donating blood and receiving blood. so it's a different perspective. So if you're able to, brethren, please help and donate. And then for the International Kadiwa Meet and Greet, if you are Kadiwa, I really hope you go because I'm Buklod, okay? But I've been to a meet and greet before. I've been to the IKC International Kadiwa Conference in the Philippines, and it was amazing. So please go. But yes, Brother Andrew, I will go ahead and read some comments and shout out. So our district minister, Brother Hansel F. De Dios, says, greetings to all of our brethren in OCC. Happy 111th anniversary. Our Ka Andy says, happy 111th anniversary to the Church of Christ. Hello, Sister Regine. And then we also have Sister Caitlin saying, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday morning. Happy anniversary Thanksgiving to all.
Yes, and of course, thank you to all those who are commenting in our live chat. And of course, we want to give a very special thank you to our guests here today. Thank you, Brother Julian and Sister Jenica, and for always leading us in radio. Right?
Yes.
But as always, there are people who we need to thank because this wouldn't be possible without them. So we want to thank Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Wally Taray, our Station Manager, Brother Hansel F. De Dios, our District Minister here in Orange County, California, Brother Joel Narciso, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Andres Nicolas Jr., our District CFO Overseer. Of course, we want to mention a thank you to our Brother Emmanuel Andaya, Kuya Manley, thank you po, our Executive Producer, and of course, our OCC INC Radio Kuya Techs who always work so hard. Last but not least, of course, once again, thank you to all those who are tuning in, those who have commented in our live chat. We hope to see you again. But that is it for our broadcast. Please stay tuned for our next episode. We're passing it on to INC Radio San Diego.
Bye.
Happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.